Hi there, welcome back to Dave's Desk for our second episode in the series of building blocks, and today we're looking at God as the creator in more detail. So in the last video we looked at God in the beginning, creating time in which everything else must exist, and then in the Bible we see actually in the creative act. And one of the interesting things about the way the Bible talks about God creating is how it's different from the other ancient faiths. In other ancient faiths, the gods created out of something, normally a dead mother god out of which they came was turned into existence. So in stories like Enlil, Elish and Gilgamesh, those sorts of things. But in the Bible, God creates out of nothing. He doesn't create out of himself. He creates from nothing everything. So rather than the other ancient faiths that believed in gods that were sort of skilled artisans or they were able to construct, the Bible teaches that God is creating from nothing, taking what isn't and making it what is. And that, for me, is a real definition of God's power in his authority, because he doesn't need anything else. He doesn't need us, he doesn't need any other divine beings. He creates as and when and how he pleases. The Bible talks about God not only creating from nothing, but as God is also the sustainer of creation. So if you like, creation isn't like pushing a boulder down a mountain. You give it a shove at the beginning and then it just looks after itself the rest of the way. Creation is something that God continues to maintain. It's an ongoing act. And in that sense, all of our existence are based upon the ongoing creative act of God. And because of that, it's really important the way we shape our relationships with him. The Bible talks about us as being like clay in his hands. And that first step in our relationship with God is acknowledging that it's not an equal relationship. The Bible asks us whether or not the clay has any right to question the potter and how it is formed. And although the Bible encourages to inquire of God and to search about him and to try and understand him more, it always does so with this understanding that God is infinitely greater than we can understand, and therefore we must approach him with reverence and with that acknowledgement. And so I think my encouragement to us as we explore questions of faith is to do so with a humble heart, a heart that's willing to be taught and to learn and to be refreshed by new understanding as it comes, to be forever going back to God's word. And we'll dive more into what that means in another video. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.